So, folks, a lot of you guys are really curious why am I 200% confident like I released my last video. In that video I said I'm 200% confident that this GME will explode, right? Yes, you might be wondering that, of course, from where the explosion comes, from where the short squeeze comes. Well, folks, keep in mind one thing, that this is a pure meme stock, right? So this is based on the two fights, one on the negative side, one on the positive side, one on the long side, one on the short side. So we are trying to purchase the long positions as much as possible in GME for us to have a massive squeeze. Well, it might take a little time, as I was talking. It might also take a few days or hours, or might few weeks. But the explosion is on the way. Of course, the first level that what I talk is $33, and after that $47, and then $64. Once we hold that $47 as a support, believe me, folks, and we have no selling off, and we are more buying and buying on a real basis, then this stock will push up to $64 to $68, and the next is purely $80. But once it crosses that $80, this will have a massive explosion. A lot of folks, they're telling, of course, that this will go to $500 or $1,000. Well, this is not a realistic number. Going to 500 or 1,000, this is, I see nowhere going this to 500 or 1,000. Well, folks, if it goes, then of course, I will join the party, right? Of course. Well, all the time I tell in my videos, never invest money based on someone's idea, right? This is just my idea, this is what I take, this is what I'm only sharing, that what I'm doing. And you don't have to follow this, but you can see what am I doing, right? On the other hand, never gamble in the stock market. What I mean by this, never gamble in the stock market, do not put all your hard-earned money in one basket. I mean in one stock where you have no idea. So, folks, a lot of you guys are really curious why am I 200% confident like I released my last video. In that video I said I'm 200 a bull chart. You have a bull stock. I mean you have a stock where you can make a little bit money or a lot of money or crazy amount of money, but depends on a day-to-day basis, on an hour-to-hour basis, on a weekly or on a monthly basis. Take stock market always as a beautiful opportunity that you can make the money consistently, right? Consistency is the most important thing in stock market. What I tell the folks and what I tell the people who are trying to invest in stock market, always stick with consistency. If you have no consistency, of course you will fail. You will fail miserably, right? So GME is in the stock market, so take GME as an opportunity, right? Don't take as a gambling stock. The ones you take as a gambling stock, of course you will treat even other stocks like GME. But folks, GME is purely a meme stock. So we are hoping and we are waiting for that squeeze to come. A lot of folks, people out there, they invested heavily in GME for that massive short squeeze, so they can have that one-time opportunity, once in a lifetime opportunity. What they're talking about, they can have that in GME.
Artlist.io.
Subscribe and like this video, and also if you want, you can join the group where we trade in all long-term day trades, swing trades. We do that, and you can see my trades more clear. The link is down in the description below, and you can have an amazing time in the group. You can ask me anything. So, folks, a lot of you guys are really curious why am I 200% confident like I released my last video. In that video I said I'm 200 gamble, right? Well, I'm making this video just for you to know that I'm not gambling. I'm only sharing my idea that I invested in GME. Will I invest more in GME? Folks, all depends. All depends on the scenario. All depends how the stock is behaving. All depends how much volume, how like what is the buying pressure, what is the selling pressure. All based on that, I will be deciding if I will ever invest in GME more, or I will just let it to $1.5 million. Can be possible that I might invest more, but all depends on the scenario. All depends on the scenario. Well, folks, always never ever take a risk where you cannot handle. Take a risk where you can handle, right? Of course, I invested this money. A lot of folks are telling, am I crazy, dude? Or I'm just out of my mind. Well, I know what am I doing, right? I absolutely know what I am doing. So take care of yourself, and let's hope that GME will have that massive squeeze. And see you next time. Subscribe and like the video, and join the group so you can have more and more things to know.